Welcome to Z Analysis. I'm your host Jake, and I'm here to drop some shocking facts on you, folks, 2 of them to be exact. Colbert's new YouTube channel has already gained over 2.5 million subscribers in just 1 month. That's a 25% increase in his overall online following, and get this, his first video on the channel has been viewed over 10 million times, raking in around $50,000 in ad revenue. Not bad for a starter, right? And we're not even talking about the potential merchandise sales, which could easily add up to $200,000 per year. These numbers are a clear indication that people are eager to see what Colbert's been working on, and we're excited to dive into the details. So let's get started, shall we, and explore what this means for his fans and the entertainment industry as a whole, with a focus on the financial aspects, because let's be real, money talks, and in this case, it's talking loud and clear, with a projected annual revenue of $1 million from YouTube ads alone. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, what's the big deal about Colbert's new channel? Well, let me tell you, it's a game changer, not just for him, but for the entire industry, and we'll be discussing that in more detail later. But for now, let's just say that this is a huge opportunity for him to connect with his fans on a more personal level, and with 75% of his viewers being between the ages of 18 and 35, he's got a solid demographic to work with.
Hey everyone, I'm Sarah, and I'm co-hosting this episode of Z Analysis. We're talking about Stephen Colbert's new YouTube channel, and what it means for his career and the entertainment industry. I have to say, I'm a big fan of Colbert, and I'm excited to see what he's been working on. His public access special was supposed to air on CBS, but it got postponed, and now it's finally available on his new channel. So if you haven't checked it out yet, you should definitely give it a look, and with over 500,000 viewers tuning in within the first 24 hours, it's clear that people are interested. I think it's great that Colbert is taking matters into his own hands, and creating content that he's passionate about, rather than waiting for a network to give him the green light, and with 90% of his content being completely original, it's a breath of fresh air, and we'll be discussing the impact of this on the industry, as well as what it means for his fans, so stay tuned, because we've got a lot to cover, including the potential for new job opportunities in the entertainment industry, with a projected growth rate of 10% per year. Jake and I will be breaking down the background and current situation, as well as the impact on Americans, and what experts are saying about Colbert's new venture. So if you're curious about what's going on, and how it affects you, keep listening, because we've got the inside scoop, and with a total of 10 episodes planned for the first season, it's going to be an exciting ride.
So, let's dive into the background of this story. Colbert's been in the entertainment industry for over 2 decades, and he's had a successful run as the host of The Late Show on CBS, but he's also had his fair share of controversies and network censorship, which might be one of the reasons he decided to start his own YouTube channel, where he has more creative control, and can produce content that's more in line with his vision, without having to worry about network executives breathing down his neck, and with a production budget of $500,000 per episode, he's got the resources to create high-quality content. According to a recent survey, 60% of viewers prefer watching content on YouTube rather than traditional TV, and that's a significant shift in viewer behavior, which could have a major impact on the entertainment industry, and Colbert's new channel is just one example of how creators are adapting to this change, by producing content that's more niche and targeted towards specific audiences, rather than trying to appeal to a broad, general audience, and with a projected audience growth rate of 20% per year. It's a smart move. I think it's worth noting that Colbert's not the only one who's making this shift. Many other creators, and even some traditional TV shows, are moving to YouTube and other streaming platforms, because that's where the audience is, and where the money is, with YouTube ads generating over $15 billion in revenue per year, and that's a significant chunk of change. And with 40% of YouTube's revenue going to creators, it's a lucrative opportunity for those who can create engaging content.
That's right, Jake, and it's not just about the money, it's about having the freedom to create content that's authentic and meaningful, rather than just trying to appeal to a broad audience. And I think that's what's so exciting about Colbert's new channel. He's not just phoning it in, he's putting his heart and soul into it, and it shows. With a team of 10 writers and producers working on each episode, it's a collaborative effort. Now, let's talk about the current situation. Colbert's new channel has been up and running for a few weeks now, and it's been getting a lot of attention, not just from fans, but from the media and other creators who are curious about what he's doing and how he's doing it. and I think it's safe to say that he's definitely made a splash, with over 1 million followers on social media, and a total of 5 million views on his channel so far. The current situation is that Colbert's channel is still in its early stages, but it's already gaining momentum, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how it evolves, and what kind of content he produces in the future. And with a total of 20 episodes planned for the first 2 seasons, it's going to be a wild ride, and we'll be keeping a close eye on it, because we know that our listeners are curious, and we want to provide them with the latest updates and insights.
Now, let's talk about the impact on Americans, and how Colbert's new channel affects them. Well, for one thing, it's providing new job opportunities for writers, producers, and other crew members who are working on the channel, and that's a significant boost to the economy, with a total of 50 jobs created so far, and a projected annual salary of $50,000 per employee. According to a recent study, the entertainment industry generates over $500 billion in revenue per year, and that's a significant chunk of the US GDP, so when a new channel like Colbert's comes along, it's a big deal, and it has a ripple effect on the entire industry, and with 30% of the revenue going to local businesses, it's a win-win situation. I think it's also worth noting that Colbert's channel is providing a new platform for Americans to engage with each other, and with the content they love, and that's a valuable thing, because it's helping to build a sense of community and connection, which is something that we all need, especially in these uncertain times, and with a total of 10,000 comments on his channel so far, it's clear that people are engaged.
That's so true, Jake, and I think it's also worth noting that Colbert's channel is providing a new outlet for satire and social commentary, which is something that's really important, especially in today's world, where we need to be able to laugh and think critically about the issues that affect us. And with 80% of his content being focused on social issues, it's a great way to stay informed. Now, let's hear from some experts who are weighing in on Colbert's new channel and what it means for the entertainment industry. And according to one expert, Colbert's move to YouTube is a sign of the times and a reflection of the changing media landscape, where creators are no longer limited by traditional networks and can produce content that's more innovative and experimental. And with a total of 50% of experts predicting that YouTube will become the primary platform for entertainment content within the next 5 years, it's a smart move. Another expert notes that Colbert's channel is a great example of how creators can use social media and streaming platforms to build a community and engage with their audience, and that's something that's really valuable, because it allows creators to connect with their fans and produce content that's more relevant and meaningful to them. And with a total of 20% of creators using social media to promote their content, it's a great way to get the word out.
Now, let's talk about some action steps that Americans can take to support Colbert's new channel and the entertainment industry as a whole. Well, first of all, you can subscribe to his channel and watch his videos, which will help to support him and the crew that's working on the channel, and with a total of 10,000 subscribers per day, it's a great way to show your support. You can also share his content on social media, which will help to spread the word and build a larger audience, and with a total of 50% of his viewers coming from social media, it's a great way to get the word out. And thirdly, you can support the entertainment industry by watching TV shows and movies and attending live events, which will help to keep the industry thriving. And with a total of $10 billion in revenue generated from live events per year, it's a great way to contribute. I think it's also worth noting that you can support the creation of new content by donating to crowdfunding campaigns or patronage platforms, which will help to support creators and produce more innovative and experimental content. And with a total of 20% of creators using crowdfunding to fund their projects, it's a great way to get involved.
That's right, Jake, and I think it's also worth noting that you can support the entertainment industry by advocating for policies and regulations that support creators and the production of new content, and that's something that's really important, because it will help to ensure that the industry continues to thrive and produce high-quality content. And with a total of 50% of experts predicting that the entertainment industry will continue to grow, it's a great time to get involved. Now, let's wrap up this episode of Z Analysis, and thank you all for tuning in. If you want to learn more about Colbert's new channel and the entertainment industry, be sure to check out our other episodes and subscribe to our podcast, and don't forget to like and share this episode on social media, because we appreciate your support. And with a total of 10,000 listeners per episode, it's a great way to help us grow.
Thanks for listening, everyone, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Z Analysis. We'll be back with more episodes and more analysis and insights into the latest trends and news, so stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next one. And with a total of 50% of our listeners tuning in every week, it's a great way to stay informed. And with a total of 20% of our listeners sharing our episodes on social media, it's a great way to help us spread the word.